Okay, our class, we're going to make a grid here on our 12 by 18 sheet of paper. This is my 12 inches. This is my 18 inches. I'm going to use my ruler here. Remember, we're looking for the 1 inch, the 1, 2, 3 inch marks here. First things first is I'm going to find out where the border of my paper is going to be. So if my box here is 8 by 10 and this is 18 inches, that's going to give me 4 inches on each side. And then if this is 8 and this is 12, that means I have 2 inches on each side here. So first things first is I'm just going to measure from the bottom, and I'm going to measure up 4 inches. I'm just going to make a little mark. Okay, and then I'm just going to also measure on this side 2 inches over on each side, and I'm just going to line this up. So I'm at 2 inches right here, and I'm going to start to make my line, and then I'm going to go to the 10 here, which will make my 8. Okay, so same thing, I'm going to measure 4 inches down. Okay, and then same thing, I'm just going to double check and make sure this is 10 inches, which is right. Okay, and then same thing, I'm going to put my ruler here. I'm starting at the 2 inch mark right here. I'm making sure my lines are lined up. I'm making my 2 inch mark. And then now I can just connect these dots because I know that this is 8 by 10, like that. Okay, so now what I want to do is just double check. This is 8 inches here. I'm going to mark off my 1 inch marks here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to bring my ruler straight down and do the same thing. Again, you want to make sure when you're doing this that your ruler, that you're starting at the beginning of the ruler and not just at the edge of the ruler like we talked about, because this part of the ruler, there's a little bit of space there. Okay, now I'm just going to connect these lines here. You don't, for this project, don't want to make these lines really dark because you're going to end up making your portrait here. But I'm making them dark, so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Before you start making these lines, you want to double check and make sure that everything is right. It looks like I missed a line by accident here. I skipped over the 6. And make sure these lines are accurate before you start making these marks. Worst case scenario, what you can do is just flip your paper over and do the other side. Okay, so now I've got my vertical lines. Now I'm going to do my horizontal. So same thing, I'm making sure my ruler is at the start of my 1 inch mark here, and then I'm just going to my 1 inch marks here, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to bring my ruler straight across like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then I'm just connecting the dots. I'm right-handed, so also, you know, I'm holding the ruler down securely with my left hand, and you're not pushing up against the ruler. You're kind of pushing more down here. If you're pushing against it, then you're going to kind of create a scenario where your ruler is going to slide on you, and then you're going to make a mark that you don't want. So that's one thing to kind of keep in mind here. Okay, and if there's parts of this where you need to pause the video, you can always pause it and kind of go over something again like that. Okay?